I'm on 180 right now, heading out towards the direction of Suches. I'm going to Miller Gap Road. And alright, right now I'm on 180 heading out towards Suches, and I'm going to Miller Gap Road, picking up some riders at Miller Gap. I'm going to be getting them back to their car down at Cooper Gap, and I'm probably 4 miles away or less at the moment from my destination. So just making my way across here. I've had a little bit of heavier rain out here than I did down in Blairsville when I was going through there, but as you can see, nothing too bad. And got the nice new windshield wipers on there, so they're real smooth and doing a great job. Got the brand new headlights, got the brand new tires, so we are really getting all set up and ready to go out here. Car is nice and solid, and it's a wonderful piece of machinery, so very lucky to have it, and it does us quite well. So enjoying the drive out here across 180. All right, I'll be back later. All right, got a little bit of road maintenance here as I make my way out towards Miller Gap Road. Got to be safe and careful for everybody out here. So they're taking care of the road out here. They've been doing some construction on this road just before you pass over the bridge, heading out towards Suches and continuing on up until about that point right there. So a little extra caution and time going through there. Okay, continuing on to Miller Gap. All right, I'm on Miller Gap Road right now. I am almost to Miller Gap. Gonna go scoop up our riders and get them back to their vehicle at Cooper Gap. So just up here around the corner, you'll see when I pull up in there, there's a little bit of a gravel area for parking, and it can accommodate 3 or 4 vehicles depending on the size. They ask that you don't block the driveway, but that's about it. So this is where I am going right here, meeting our riders. Okay, good stuff. I'll be back later. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I just dropped off our riders at Cooper Gap. I had picked them up at Miller Gap. They did a day hike, and they're super excited. They're out here for a couple of days, and we're going to be assisting them with anything that they need while they're here and while they continue their journey on the trail. So they had a great time. It was a beautiful day for a hike, and now they're on their way back to where they're camping for a couple of nights. And I'm on my way over to Neel Gap. So I'm coming out from Cooper. I'm coming down the road that brings us over to Gaddstown Road. And this is the road that's only about a mile long as far as the gravel goes. This is the road that was really dug up since we had those storms and ice and snow in January. And then when the military came through with their big trucks and their huge wheels, some of these grooves were pretty much impassable because they were so deep. And as you can see, it's pretty rugged here, but that's actually better than it was. So coming out this way, I have confirmation that this road is decent again because they came up this way. So I'm taking this road out now. No reason not to. No reason to put ourselves on something until you have verification from somebody that the road is A-okay. All right, well, I'll be back in a little bit. So as I'm coming out of here heading toward Gaddstown Road from Cooper Gap, the road's pretty lumpy, I guess, really big washboard type of humps, but you can definitely tell it has been graded since the storms came through and made it a really miserable road to try to navigate without the higher clearance vehicles or an all-wheel drive. But this is nothing. This is fantastic. And I'm just going to slowly make my way on back out to Gaddstown and then over to Neel Gap to assist one of the workers there with some stuff they need to do down in town and get them back up after. All right, so just making my way out to Gaddis Road. Okay, I've made it out of Cooper Gap and down Gaddis Road, and now I'm going to head across 60 South for a couple miles, and then I'll get on to 180, wind that all the way out to the end, and then I'll head up to Neel Gap and get the next person taken care of. All right, it's been a great day out here. It's beautiful. We had a little bit of rain, nothing too bad. 57 degrees right now where I'm at. And that's a beautiful temperature. It was gorgeous at Cooper Gap. It was gorgeous at Miller Gap. Nothing to complain about at all. Nice weather. All right. I'll be back in a bit. Right now, I just got onto 180 in Suches. I'm making my way across, and I'm going to go up to Neel Gap next, getting someone down to town, and then back up the mountain. And that should finish off the day with the shuttles, unless something else comes up. Jordan's going to be heading out to the Atlanta Greyhound station for a 7:30 p.m. pickup to Amicalola tonight, and then he'll be coming back up. And we both have early mornings tomorrow, so it's important, you know, that we all bring the day in and finish up what we have with riders calling for schedulings and everything, and making sure everybody's taken care of. So that's what we're working on right now, and just keep on moving on. Right now it's really pretty out here. I'm passing Vogel State Park. I'm almost up to Neel Gap, where I can pick up our next rider, get them down to town and back up the mountain. It is beautiful out here right now. And got some clouds because we do have some weather coming in, but this is really pretty with the sunshine. And as I come around the corner here, up in the distance, we can see Blood Mountain. So that's not all fogged in or anything. It's really pretty. Alright, still on 180, heading over to Neel Gap. Now I love coming around this corner here because this is super pretty when you open up. This here, the dome in the distance, is Blood Mountain. This is Lake Winfield Scott. It doesn't matter what time of year it is here. This is beautiful. Somebody's even out on a boat. Got a couple people out there on a boat right now. Maybe they're fishing, or maybe they're just enjoying the beauty of the day. So I think they're probably fishing, but anyways, gorgeous spot. And if you enter in on Lake Winfield Scott Road, just back about a quarter mile behind me, there's a big camping area back in there, and it's really pretty. So if you're out this way, come and check out Lake Winfield Scott. Alright, I am almost to Neel Gap. I just passed the Byron Reese parking lot. That's a quarter mile north of Neel Gap. So come around the corner, one more little corner, and I will arrive. So it's Neel Gap, which is mile 31 on the Appalachian Trail heading north out of Springer Mountain, but it's also where Mountain Crossing Wallacee is. So they have a hostel and a full outfitter and a resupply that anybody that's coming through can take advantage of. Alright, so I'm going to be taking a turn into here and getting the rider down into town and then back up after they do what they need to do. Okay, everybody, got to be careful on these corners. They're pretty tricky with the people that come up and around the mountains. Alright, I'm here in Blairsville at the Walmart while I'm waiting for our rider to finish up with what they're doing. I'll get them back up to the Gap, but just wanted to get some video of the brand new tires that we have on the car that got put on today. They are looking pretty sweet. They feel really good out there, so really enjoying it right now. So that's what we have, all 4 tires, and you can see the sky here. Got a little bit of weather going on at the moment. Sun's going down. Beautiful night. All right, thanks for watching.